My name is Valerie, and I have to tell you about the craziest thing I've ever experienced. I'm 18 years old. I'm a senior in high school, and I was a pretty normal kid with a normal life until I screwed up big time. So I did something really stupid. And if I'm being honest, I've done a lot of stupid things. I didn't think this through very well. I'm impulsive, and sometimes I make the wrong decisions, and it gets me in trouble. That's really nothing new to me. But this time is different, though. This time, I got myself into a whole new kind of trouble. Of course, my story starts with a guy. I've been dating this guy, we'll call him Brian, for about 6 months. For some stupid reason, I fell for him pretty hard and really fast. 6 months doesn't sound like very long, but I was already a little too attached to him after the first 6 days, to be honest. I'm not usually like that, but something about him just made me obsessed. We got along great at first, and after we made it to the 6th month, though, things started to change. We weren't getting along as well as we did in the beginning. We didn't spend that much time together, and we had a lot more arguments than before. I know that's a normal thing that happens with couples to a certain extent, but it really seemed like things were going downhill, fast. We started to fight a lot about stupid stuff all the time. We even reached a point where it seemed like all we did was fight. You know what's really stupid, though? Even while we were fighting all the time and not really happy being together, I was still in love and obsessed with him, and I thought that somehow I could make things better, the way I wanted them to be. Part of the problem was that for some reason, I started getting really jealous. Like, it was bad. I was the crazy girlfriend who went nuts when he was talking to other girls, or didn't answer the phone, or text me back right away. Looking back, I can see how acting like a jealous psycho, going through his phone and questioning every move might have played a little eensy-weensy teeny tiny role in him not wanting to spend as much time with me. But at the time, I wasn't really looking at things clearly. So, as I said, I got stupid jealous around the same time. He started spending more time hanging out with his friends and less time with me. I didn't really like sharing him with anybody. And yes, I know that's stupid. Just to give you an idea of how bad it was, I even got really jealous when his sister came to town and he spent some time with her. I might have been a little bit possessive. Well, one night we were arguing back and forth through Messenger, and I did something really dumb. To set it up, you have to understand that I had a lot going on in my mind. It felt like he didn't care about me, and I was hurt. I guess I just wanted to make a point, and I thought I could make him feel bad, and maybe make him show that he cared about me. So I said something like, I guess you don't care, so maybe I'll just go kill myself. I turned off my phone and I ghosted him. It's crazy, but I wanted him to worry. I felt like he'd hurt me and rejected me, even though now I realize it was probably in my head, but I wanted to make him feel bad. The thing is, I didn't know that some of the things that you can say on social media or on messenger apps create a red flag for the AI, and then other people can get involved. So the next thing I know, it's 2 a.m. and the police are knocking at the front door. They tell my mom that I had made suicidal statements online and I had to be taken for my own safety. It was a really embarrassing conversation trying to explain that I didn't mean it. It didn't matter though. They said that once somebody says those words, they have to be evaluated. They made me go to the hospital. They had to check me in as a patient and I wasn't allowed to leave until I had a psychiatric eval. I was so embarrassed and I just wanted to go home. I thought that after I talked to a doctor, I would be able to go, but that's not what happened. Instead, they put me in a psych ward for 5 days to make sure I didn't hurt myself. What made it even worse was that I had just turned 18 a couple days before. So even though I was in this situation for being a stupid teenage girl, I had to go into an adult unit with fully grown adults that have legit mental issues, like talking to people who aren't there or thinking they're Abe Lincoln or banging their heads on the walls, that sort of a thing. It was honestly terrifying. I was just stuck there in those paper robes that they make you wear, with no phone and no connection to my friends or family, and I was just trying to convince the doctor that I wasn't going to hurt myself so he could let me go home. It was horrible, and I felt like I didn't belong there. I was sure everybody was going to find out about it, and I didn't want to be labeled or judged all because of a stupid post. So I guess I'm not just telling you my story, but I'm also warning anybody that's out there to be careful and watch what you post online because it can backfire real quick. Also, honestly, it's pretty cool that there's places out there and measures in place to help keep people safe. So if you do need help, tell somebody instead of letting it go too far. But don't be like me. Don't say something serious if you can't take it back. It's not a game, and you can end up somewhere you don't want to be and don't need to be for a while, especially taking away attention and resources from people who might actually need it. So that's my story and my lecture. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, leave me a comment below.